Get ready to unravel the ultimate mystery. With over 2 million visitors each year, you'd think we know all there is about Stonehenge, one of the world's most famous UNESCO sites. But, surprisingly, there are secrets hidden in plain sight. Scientists have recently unearthed a mind-blowing connection between this ancient wonder and something out of this world. Join us as we dive into the enigmatic history of Stonehenge, revealing surprising facts about its construction, evolution over thousands of years, and how an otherworldly link has been hiding in plain view all along. Let's time travel to uncover Stonehenge's incredible evolution. This legendary monument didn't spring up overnight. Its construction unfolded over thousands of years in multiple phases. Phase 1 kicked off around 3000 BC with a massive earthwork project, forming an epic circular ditch and bank that defined the henge shape we still see today. But that wasn't all. 56 mysterious pits called Aubrey holes were also dug around the site, adding to its enigmatic charm. Fast forwarding to Phase 2, around 2900 BC, a stunning shift happened as the iconic Sarsen Circle started taking shape within this ancient landscape, setting the stage for what we know and love about Stonehenge today. Phase 2 was all about setting the stage with those gigantic Sarsen pillars, an astonishing 30 in total. Each of these massive stone giants tipped the scales at around a whopping 25 tons all. Can you even imagine moving them into place? The next chapter, Phase 3, unfolded around 2500 BC. That's when the smaller yet super special blue stones made their way to Stonehenge from as far away as Wales. These weren't just any rocks, they held deep cultural meaning for the people who built this incredible monument. Fast forward to Phase 4, and get ready for more surprises. Around 1500 BC, additional stones like the altar stone, slaughter stone, and heel stone joined the party, further enriching Stonehenge's mystique and making it the wonder we know today. You've probably heard of some of these famous stones, but here's a mind-blowing secret: they weren't actually the main attraction all along. The real story behind Stonehenge is even more fascinating. Let's talk about the Aubrey holes. These mysterious pits were packed with something you might not expect: human remains. For 5 centuries, from 3000 to 2500 BC, people were cremated and their ashes spread across the site. Initially, it seemed like certain individuals were linked to specific stones, but as time went on, a new tradition emerged. Ashes were scattered in the outer ditch, suggesting that these ancient folks started viewing all their ancestors as one big family, rather than keeping track of individual relationships. Uncovering this history was no easy feat. Archaeologist William Hawley spent years digging up cremation remains hidden across Stonehenge, including those inside Aubrey holes and within the site's boundaries. Fast forward to 2008. A major re-excavation at Stonehenge made some stunning revelations about William Hawley's initial digs from the 1920s. It turned out that his collected remains were actually mixed together in the ground, so we can't rely solely on his findings anymore. A super significant discovery during this redig uncovered an almost complete cremated adult woman near Aubrey Hole 7, dating back to around 2900 BC. This find highlighted how Hawley's methods might have missed crucial details about how people were buried at Stonehenge. Maybe some ashes came from a single person and different groups used various ways of laying them to rest. When scientists studied the bone fragments from Aubrey Hole 7 in 2008, they got an exciting glimpse into who else was buried there. By counting common skeletal parts like occipital bones and petrous temporal bones within age ranges, researchers pinpointed a minimum of 22 adult individuals and 5 younger ones. Just some of the fascinating faces behind Stonehenge's mysterious past. Digging deeper into the remains at Aubrey Hole 7 unveiled more secrets about Stonehenge's past. By carefully examining tiny bone fragments like pubic symphyses and auricular surfaces, researchers were able to identify 7 more adults, ranging from teenagers to people in their late 40s. These findings also hinted that some of these mature or older individuals dealt with health issues like spinal problems or tooth decay. The scientists' analysis revealed a ratio of about 4.4 adults for every sub-adult among the 27 minimum identified individuals, which is unusual considering how child mortality rates were typically much higher in pre-industrial societies. This might imply that Stonehenge's builders had a preference for burying grown-ups rather than younger folks. What's more, this burial practice differs from what we've seen at other ancient British sites. The gap between the number of cremation burials Hawley found and the bone fragments recovered from Aubrey Hole 7 suggests that each burial might have contained varying amounts of remains, meaning different areas within Stonehenge had distinct ways of laying people to rest. Get ready for some mind-blowing facts about Stonehenge. We're talking hundreds of cremation burials crammed into one spot over centuries. Estimates say between 150 to 240 individuals were laid to rest here, and we only recently uncovered the truth. But you know what's even more mysterious? The origins of those towering stones themselves. This iconic monument is made up of 2 types of rocks: massive sarsen stones forming the outer circle and smaller blue ones in the inner circle. These colossal sandstone blocks, weighing around 25 tons each, came from as far as 20 miles away. Can you believe it? Historians think that our Stonehenge builders might have used sledges and ropes to move these giants into place, but that'd need a massive workforce of at least 200–300 people on a smooth terrain. It's no wonder how they did it. But here's where things get even more puzzling. Those smaller blue stones aren't from around the block either. They actually came from over 150 miles away in Wales, from a place called the Preseli Hills. These dolerite and igneous rocks weigh between 2 to 5 tons each, which is still super heavy but way lighter than those massive sarsen stones. But here's the thing, how on earth did they get these blue babies all the way to Stonehenge? Theories range from using boats to transport them along rivers and coastlines, then dragging them overland. Can you imagine the logistics? It's wild, and adding to the mystery is why exactly our ancestors chose to mix these two types of stones in Stonehenge's construction, given how far they came from each other. Theories abound, but one thing's for sure, there's still so much we don't know about this incredible site. Now, let's dive into some mind-blowing theories about how those blue stones ended up at Stonehenge. Some scientists think that glaciers might have been the ancient movers, while others believe our ancestors cleverly used rivers as a transport highway. But the most widely accepted idea is that people likely hauled these massive rocks overland. Can you imagine the incredible effort it would have taken? Although this makes sense, we're still missing that concrete proof to confirm it. But here's where things get even more fascinating. Astronomy and Stonehenge are super connected. The layout and positioning of this monument seem deliberately designed to match the sun's movements during special celestial events, like the solstices. It's wild to think that its builders might have planned all this thousands of years ago, intentionally aligning Stonehenge with these astronomical events. This alignment is a major hint at their level of sophistication and understanding of the universe back then. Let's talk about one of the most epic astronomical connections at Stonehenge, the summer solstice sunrise. Imagine standing just outside this massive monument as the sun rises behind the heelstone, a giant marker that seems to guide our gaze towards it. This alignment is seriously breathtaking and might have held deep meaning for the people who built Stonehenge. It's like they were celebrating the start of the warmest season, marking the longest day of the year with an unforgettable visual spectacle. Now, during the winter solstice, things get even more mystical, as sunset perfectly aligns with the heart of Stonehenge, symbolizing the shortest day and the beginning of a new cycle towards longer days. This event might have been super significant to the people who used Stonehenge for ceremonies or rituals, possibly signaling the start of winter or representing the victory over darkness with the return of light. The fact that these alignments are so precise shows just how much our ancient friends understood about the sun's journey throughout the year, and it's a testament to their incredible wisdom. Get ready to uncover one of the biggest mysteries surrounding Stonehenge. What drove these ancient builders to create such an incredible structure? It's clear that they didn't just want it to be a pretty monument. They carefully aligned it with celestial events, like the solstices, making it an awesome astronomical observatory or calendar. By tracking the movements of the sun, stars, and planets, our ancestors could plan their farms, celebrate seasonal festivals, and connect with their spirituality. Stonehenge might have been like a giant, prehistoric calendar that helped them navigate time and the world around them. But here's the catch, we don't have any written records from back then to tell us exactly why they built Stonehenge or how it all came together. The culture behind this wonder left no written clues, leaving us with more questions than answers about one of history's greatest enigmas. Fast forward to medieval times, and you'll find the very first mentions of Stonehenge popping up in written records around 1130 AD. But here's the thing, there's a huge gap between when it was actually built and when anyone started writing about it. This massive time lag makes it super tough for us to get to the bottom of what Stonehenge was all about originally. Since our ancient friends didn't leave behind any notes, we're left to piece together clues from archaeology, the monument's layout, and how it lines up with the stars. And guess what? This has led to a wild variety of theories. Some say it's an ancient astronomical observatory, while others think it was a sacred spot for rituals or healing ceremonies. The possibilities are endless, making it a real brain twister to figure out why Stonehenge was built in the first place. All we can do is explore and learn as much as we can from the written records that have survived until today. Let's set the clock back a bit. Stonehenge is actually older than those iconic pyramids of Giza. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. When we think of ancient wonders, the pyramids are usually at the top of our list because they've got some amazing artifacts that really paint a picture of what life was like back in the day. But when it comes to Stonehenge, all we have is the structure itself, no fancy treasures or written records to give us clues about its past. At first glance, this might seem like a problem, but actually, it's also what makes Stonehenge such an incredible time capsule. By studying the monument itself and piecing together other archaeological findings, scientists can estimate just how old this ancient marvel really is. Get ready to mind blow your friends. Stonehenge is older than you probably think. While the pyramids of Giza get all the glory as one of history's most iconic structures, Stonehenge actually takes the cake as a true ancient wonder. Its incredible age clocks in at around 9,000 years, making it not only one of the oldest human-made structures but also shrouded in mystery. Now, you might be wondering how scientists figured out this mind-blowing number. Well, the truth is that without written records from the people who built Stonehenge, piecing together its history has been a challenge. But by carefully analyzing the monument itself and other archaeological discoveries, experts have been able to make an educated estimate of just when this ancient marvel was first constructed. The enigma that is Stonehenge has kept historians and archaeologists on their toes for centuries. The first written records about this ancient wonder show up surprisingly late, around 1130 AD, leaving a massive gap in our knowledge about its creation and purpose. But, just like detectives piecing together clues, researchers have been using cutting-edge science to close that gap. By applying innovative techniques, they've tracked down the origins of some Stonehenge stones to a spot near Lockridge Village in Wiltshire. This breakthrough has given us a major clue about how these massive stones got there, and it's blown our minds. Stonehenge is at least twice as old as we thought those pyramids were. Buckle up, folks. We've got another mind-blowing theory about Stonehenge that's going to make you think differently about this ancient wonder. Renowned researcher Stephen Waller proposes a fascinating idea, that Stonehenge was actually designed to create a sonic spectacle that plays tricks on our ears. Using musical instruments as sound wave test subjects, he discovered that when positioned just right, they could produce patches of loud and quiet zones through an acoustic illusion called interference. As you move around these instruments, the volume dramatically changes, making it feel like you're stepping in and out of a peaceful shelter. But here's where things get really cool. Waller took this experiment to the next level by blindfolding volunteers and having them explore the sound zones. What did they experience? Stay tuned for more. You won't believe what happened next. Stephen Waller took his experiment to a whole new level by asking his volunteers to draw what they imagined stood between them and the instruments. And guess what? Some of their sketches looked eerily like Stonehenge, complete with circles of pillars and even lintels, a distinctive feature of the monument. It's as if their brains were trying to visualize the walls that the sound waves created around them. Waller thinks that our ancient ancestors might have had similar mind-blowing experiences during rituals or gatherings where music played a big role. Maybe they felt like massive objects encircled them, and this otherworldly sensation could have been so powerful that it inspired them to build something physical that mirrored these virtual impressions. That's right, Waller believes Stonehenge might be more than just a collection of stones. Its design could actually be an acoustic masterpiece, casting shadows that replicate the same interference patterns our ancestors experienced all those years ago. But wait, another expert is throwing some cold water on Stephen Waller's theory. Meet Timothy Darville, an archaeology professor with a different perspective. While he agrees that sound might have played a role in Stonehenge's history, Darville thinks its main purpose was actually for rituals and building frameworks. He's saying that the monument's acoustic properties were probably just a happy accident of how it was built, rather than being intentionally designed as an echo chamber. You see, Stonehenge's structure looks more like something made out of wood, but built with stone instead, almost like they were replicating wooden frames using giant rocks. Darville also points out that the main components of Stonehenge seem to be aligned in a way that would support construction or building activities, creating a space for rituals to take place. And get this, he believes those famous blue stones brought from Wales might have been chosen because they held special ceremonial meaning, not just because of their sound-enhancing properties. So, it looks like we've got a debate on our hands. What do you think? Let's dive deeper into this. If we assume acoustics were the only reason behind Stonehenge, wouldn't it be way easier for our ancient friends to just use local stones instead of dragging massive ones from miles away? I mean, why go through all that hassle unless those specific blue stones had some other crucial role to play? There's got to be more to this iconic monument than just being an echo chamber. And speaking of Stonehenge's surroundings, did you know it's situated in the Salisbury Plain, a massive 300 square mile area teeming with history and archaeological significance? This chalky wonderland is geologically unique and has a rich past dating back way before Stonehenge was even built. The area's diverse history tells us there's much more to uncover about this mysterious monument, and we can't wait to explore it all. Get ready to uncover some serious secrets. The Salisbury Plains been buzzing with human life for thousands of years. From prehistoric times, this area was a hotspot for continuous habitation and all sorts of cool cultural practices. The plain is like an archaeological treasure trove, loaded with ancient sites, monuments, and artifacts that give us major clues about what life was like back then, from daily routines to wild rituals and societal structures. It's not just Stonehenge that makes this place special. The plain has a ton of other hidden gems waiting to be discovered, including burial mounds, old settlements, mysterious religious sites, and even ancient ceremonial spots. As we explore this landscape, you'll see how human societies have grown and changed over millennia. It's like witnessing history come alive. You won't believe what's been hiding beneath the surface. The unique chalk plateau in the Salisbury Plain has helped preserve a treasure trove of ancient secrets. Because of this special geology, we've got an incredible opportunity to learn about human history, daily life, and even spiritual practices from thousands of years ago. But before Stonehenge was built, there were already signs that this land held deep meaning, like these mind-blowing 10,000-year-old giant timber pillars. They're a super early example of a sacred site or ceremonial spot, showing us just how special this area was way back when. Fast forward to 2014, when researchers embarked on an epic 4-year mission to uncover more about the plains past using cutting-edge technology like ground-penetrating radar. And what they found is going to blow your mind. Get ready for a deep dive into the past, because we're about to talk about some seriously cool tech. Ground-penetrating radar, or GPR, is like having an X-ray for the Earth. It sends radar pulses into the ground, which bounce back when they hit subsurface features, like buried structures or hidden voids. By analyzing these reflected signals, experts can create a detailed map of what's hiding beneath our feet, all without digging up a single shovelful. This non-invasive method helps us uncover secrets, even in areas where we thought there was nothing left to find. But wait, there's more. We're just warming up. Next stop, light detection and ranging technology, which is about to take us on an entirely new adventure. Buckle up and get ready for some high-tech treasure hunting. Let's talk about light detection and ranging, or LiDAR. A game-changing technology that uses laser beams to map our surroundings from above. Imagine flying over an ancient jungle, and instead of seeing just trees and vines, you're creating a super detailed 3D model of the landscape below, revealing hidden temples, lost cities, or even buried treasure. LiDAR's incredible accuracy can spot tiny surface features, no matter how well they're camouflaged. But that's still not all. We've got another tool in our toolbox: magnetometers. These instruments are like super-sensitive compasses, detecting the subtle changes in Earth's magnetic field, caused by hidden structures made of magnetic materials like stone or fired clay. Archaeologists use them to sniff out buried treasures, and you never know what secrets they might uncover next. Last but certainly not least, let's dive into electrical resistivity tomography, or ERT, a method that sends electrical currents into the ground and listens for how much resistance they meet. It turns out that different soil types and sediment compositions can affect how electricity flows, revealing hidden structures beneath our feet. Combine this with ground-penetrating radar, LiDAR, and magnetometry, and we've got an unstoppable team of non-invasive superstars that let archaeologists and researchers see below the surface without digging up a thing. These cutting-edge tools provide stunning images, detailed maps, and valuable data that help uncover and analyze buried treasures. By piecing together this information, scientists can recreate ancient landscapes, pinpoint hidden structures, and even stumble upon entire archaeological sites, all without disturbing these precious historical relics. Take Stonehenge, for example. Instead of being a solitary wonder, we now know it's just one piece in a much larger puzzle of sacred areas. As we dig deeper into the secrets of Stonehenge, it's clear that this ancient monument is just the tip of a massive iceberg. The discovery of multiple shrines and structures surrounding it paints a picture of a rich and complex spiritual landscape, one where the Salisbury Plain held immense significance for our ancestors. But wait, there's more. Roman artifacts have also been uncovered here, adding another layer to this enigmatic site. From its mysterious exterior, Stonehenge slowly reveals its intricate past with each new find. The artifacts unearthed at this site tell an epic tale of diverse groups and their interactions over thousands of years, a testament to the enduring allure of this place. Take the Wilsford G8 barrow, for example. Within it, archaeologists uncovered pendants, beads, and fossils dating back nearly 4,000 years. This treasure trove offered a rare glimpse into Bronze Age burial practices and the material culture that defined these ancient communities. Let's shine a spotlight on these incredible relics from Stonehenge. The treasures buried with a woman reveal a level of craftsmanship and innovation that's simply mind-blowing for that era. It's clear our ancient ancestors were masterful artisans. But here's the thing, Roman coins have also been found nearby, suggesting that even as far back as the Roman period, Stonehenge remained a major draw. It's possible these coins hint at the Romans seeing the site as more than just a monument. Maybe they viewed it as a cultural hotspot or a place of significance. Fast forward to the medieval era, and we find pottery, stone, and gold objects that paint a picture of ongoing human interaction with Stonehenge. These artifacts give us a glimpse into how the site's purpose evolved over time, reflecting the changing social, economic, and cultural landscape of the period. It's amazing how much mystery still surrounds this incredible place. The million-dollar question, what's behind the genius of Stonehenge? We've explored the relics, the Roman connections, and more. Now, let's dive into the mind-blowing possibility that's got everyone talking. The precision, the alignment, and those massive stones. Some people believe it's all too incredible for ancient humans to have achieved alone. They think the sheer scale of this engineering marvel requires advanced machinery or something else entirely. You guessed it, aliens. Without a clear historical manual on how Stonehenge was built, we're left with more questions than answers, and that's exactly what fuels the extraterrestrial theory. So, are we looking at an ancient civilization that pushed boundaries, or perhaps something even out of this world? So, we've cracked open the mystery of Stonehenge, but there's still so much left unsolved. The why, the how, and even the what it all means are all still shrouded in mystery. It's these unanswered questions that have sparked some truly out-of-this-world ideas, like alien intervention. But now it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think ancient humans were pure geniuses, or did they get a little extraterrestrial help? Hit that comment section below and share your theory with us. And if you're as stoked about this kind of content as we are, be sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe for more mind-bending videos waiting just for you. Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll catch you in the next video.